We're in a revolution. The world of filmmaking is ever evolving. The potential of artificial intelligence in filmmaking is nothing short of remarkable. From virtual writing assistants to faster graphics generation, AI tools can accelerate and enhance every step of the creative process now. And it's already been happening for quite some time, as a matter of fact. AI iterations are becoming increasingly ubiquitous, and the creative industry has faced both a beautiful, awe-inspiring possibility and a catastrophic existential risk. And they're panicked for very good reason. Some amazing things that are set to change the game. One, very importantly, the metahumans are coming. And that has actors very worried. The writing assistant is here, as writers very terrified. So what are those tools that have everybody freaked out? Well, let's take a look at them, because you can access them right now. Here we go. As I said, AI's impact is evident. It's infected more aspects of the creative process than most people can imagine. Recently, we've begun to see, even on this channel, an AI-generated welcome video during, well, one of my normal video processes, featuring my voice and my image, as effortlessly created by my editor, Grant, using AI. Nice work, Grant. Now, while I haven't asked him how he did it exactly, I've been monitoring many large-scale efforts to bring this tech into everybody's hands. Epic Games, which is known for its Unreal Engine creative tool, has actually introduced the MetaHuman Animator. That tool actually enables capturing an actor's performance with an iPhone, and then animating a limitless digital character base for games, films, and other projects off of that performance. They don't even have to look like the original actor. You can do it on a rock monster or anything. Dinosaur? I don't know. It's amazing mocap or motion capture technology, and they can transfer it basically onto anything. Then again, it can be that an actor just gets a different version of themselves, and it's literally interchangeable. As recently reported, you've seen legendary band ABBA performing concerts without physically being present at the venue, all thanks to similar AI technology. Obviously, these types of advancements are raising concerns for those whose livelihoods depend on their creative skill of acting. And that's extending beyond that of their actual appearance. But it doesn't actually stop there. Now, with the Writers Guild of America, the WGA, they're deeply engaged in negotiations of their own to safeguard writers' roles, writers' rooms, and to protect executives from using AI tools to generate scripts in the initial stages. They don't want scripts produced by these predictive text generators to be created before hiring writers at lower wages for subsequent revisions, which is a common practice, with a main writer being hired for the primary work and then a bunch of folks brought in later to rewrite it or punch it up, so to speak. Yet, if you look at what a few hours of training on ChatGPT-4 can yield by just feeding it scripts and screenplays all day, they do have a lot of reason to be afraid. But you see, if the base level tools are this good and they can be trained to write a solid script, what would they need writers for other than to clean up and punch up dialogue, as I mentioned before? And while these basic tools have no flair for comedy, the writers haven't shown much comedic ability in their writing ability for years, at least not the ones that are working for Hollywood right now. Mostly because all of the good writers are no longer in the business or are kept out because, well, they don't meet some immutable requirement. As I mentioned, actors too are focused on preserving control of their image, their likeness, and their performances, while ensuring fair compensation for their work. They want to have control to a certain extent, even after their own demise, which I guess makes sense. Jumping back to a tool everyone can now access, as I mentioned before, the MetaHuman Animator, as our example, it enables capturing an actor's performance using an iPhone, as I mentioned before, or even a stereo head-mounted camera system. And then it can apply the high-fidelity facial animation that it takes to any metahuman character that's created. So the tool actually promises and seems to deliver ease and efficiency in replicating subtle expressions and emotions of any real-world performance onto those digital characters. Those can certainly be stored and sewn together in the future, seamlessly producing a performance from an actor that may never have existed at all, or one that existed but then was mapped onto something else. And while this innovation presents exciting opportunities for creators like Grant and myself, It also challenges the traditional boundaries of human involvement in creative projects. I mean, as AI moves beyond its infancy, because I would say we're right at the nascent level, couldn't it stitch things together as fast as you could input prompts and dialogue? Most probably. If not, maybe that's actually being done now. Maybe we should step back and do a big picture perspective here and try to analyze it from far away. On one hand, MetaHuman Animator itself, just one of these tools, and basic indeed, provides a convenient solution for those new to the performance capture area. It allows them to add facial animation to metahumans based on real-world performances. But on the other hand, it significantly improves existing capture workflows for seasoned performers, reducing time and effort while granting greater creative control. Both of those seem rather positive, but perhaps not so much for that performer. See, their mannerisms, their expressions, their movements, they're now all part of the catalog. Did they not just become the equivalent of Ken in the Barbie movie? Superfluous, I believe, is what he was called. I think they become superfluous. So while AI brings unprecedented possibilities for creative expression, the delicate balance lies in ensuring that it doesn't replace the essence of human creativity. That makes sense, as the resulting tension between embracing AI's potential and protecting the livelihoods of creators is now the defining struggle for the creative industry in the face of technological advancements. For these reasons and a few others, I strongly suspect that these strike actions will go on much longer than either party would like them to. And it will likely result in a less than satisfactory solution for everybody. But hey, what do you think? These are base level tools. Can you even imagine what the corpos have access to? Something far more formidable, I bet. And finally, do you think it's already over at this point for the guilds and an entire industry, and they just don't actually know it yet? Please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below, because I think there's going to be a surprising amount of thoughtful takes, and I know you'll want to participate. I know I will. And with that, until next time, bye.